Tagadas?
We tried to do it last year.
Hey, yo, what's going on, man? Appreciate everybody come down on the 1st of April during the Easter weekend. This is an intimate meeting and everything else, and I really, from the bottom of my heart, and this is from me to Danny, and everybody standing in this room, consider y'all brother club. For real. Okay? Caballo. Cabrón. Anywho, enough with the jokes. For now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make this a tribute. A heartfelt tribute for the riders that we've lost. That said, we're trying to make this a first annual. This is an intimate thing. I absolutely, completely, and this, I'm speaking for both chapters, all 3 chapters actually, of Wild Style, the entire Revolution showing up tonight. That meant a lot. That meant a lot. And I mean that. I look in everybody's eyes, as short as I am, okay? And I do appreciate it. That said, let's keep it moving. We're going to start with a young lady who's the sister of a gentleman by the name of Uncle Will. He's a writer in our New London chapter. And I'm going to ask that young lady to please step forward as she has something very nice to say about her brother.
Will's name was William Andrew View Jr., a.k.a. Cool Ass Uncle Will. Will was born July 3rd, 1985, and he passed away at 1:21 a.m. on August 14th, 2009, of a motorcycle accident. A life taken so suddenly in tragedy. He left a legacy behind that no one will forget. I like to share a story with you about how Will got his nickname Uncle Will. See, Will had this white Lincoln he would whip around in. He was told he was reminded of someone's cool-ass uncle. From that day on, he would be known as cool-ass Uncle Will. I remember the day he was nicknamed that. He came to my house and said to my children, "Guess what my nickname in the club is?" My kids asked, "What?" He said, "Uncle Will." He said to my kids, "It fits me because I'm someone's cool-ass uncle, right?" The kids laughed and said, "Yes, Uncle Will, you are the coolest uncle ever." Will was a person who you could have met once or could have known him your whole life, and he left an impact on you in one way or another. He was very loyal to the ones around him. He was unique in every way. Will was Will, and that's what you got when you were around him. He never changed for who he was for anyone. He was very protective towards the ones he loved. A great devoted father of 2 boys, William View III and Andrew View. A very caring uncle of 3 nieces, 3 nephews, and a loving brother and a trusting friend. Anyone who knew him will tell you, when you were around Will, you felt like you had your own personal bodyguard. While you would stand next to him, you felt invincible. Will had the greatest jokes and stories to tell. You never knew what was going to come out of his mouth next. If you were in a bad mood, he would always make sure, after you had talked with him, he made you smile about something he said. Will was ambitious and fearless, and when it came to what he wanted to achieve in life, Will's ambitions and drive to accomplish things out of the ordinary was amazing. Football was Will's passion, and he played football in elementary school, middle, and high school. He loved being part of something important. So when high school ended and there was no more football, Will shortly found another passion to be part of. That would be his bike club, Wild Style Riders. With this club, it gave him the security of being part of something great. He was very proud of this club, as he was of his family. Soon Wild Style had become his family, and it will always be a big part of his life that he lived, and of his family as well. Will passed away wearing his vest, and he was buried with his vest. Even at death, Will stood loyal to his club. His vest meant more to him than just a piece of clothing, but a symbol of unity, pride, and brotherhood. Will never be forgotten. It has been almost 3 years since Will has passed, but his memories and his legacy still whispers through the wind around the ones who knew him in his life. Will had lifetime best friends, who he knew that if anything was to happen to him, they would help take care of the ones who he loved and left behind. Will was right. He couldn't have not picked any other people in his life to form bonds, friendships, and brotherhood with. Will, we all miss you and love you. We will remember you as who you were, and the memories that keep us laughing and smiling whenever we talk about you. Rest in peace, Uncle Will.
Uncle Will!
These steps are real little right now. Okay.